All right, you guys. This is gonna be some gonna do some quick theory crafting here for the new set, Rastakhan's Rumble, and then basically I just want to kind of sort out some of the new deck types, and then kind of figure out how things fit in, and try to build a few decks real quick. Well, I might be for an hour or two, but before I review the set, just so I can kind of figure out exactly how powerful some of these things are, if they're gonna actually work. There's a few deck types where it's obvious which are powerful. Some decks are obvious which are still powerful, but then some of them are like they seem good, but how good are they? And some of them like seem like borderline, and it's like, are they good enough to play or are they bad? So those are more so what I want to build it before I review it, and then after I do the full set review, I'm gonna come back and do a lot more theory crafting when I have time. That might be tomorrow. We'll see how long all this takes. Um, So yeah, I wanted to get right into building a control paladin deck. I always love the control decks, and these seem good. I'll probably try to build a mid-range one too. But like this heal style seems like it's gonna be pretty legit, especially with the new neutral legendary that resets the mana, which is right here. Mojo Master Zihi. Battle cry set each player to 5 mana crystals. Yeah, so this will like help you survive against combo decks another extra 5, 6 turns. 4 maybe if like Druid re-ramps some, it might be like as little as 3, but 4 or 3. It should give you another 5 turns, and that's should be enough to win the game, or at least with most decks, like that's enough to stall and give you a win condition. And that's why I really love that card. This is probably my favorite card of the set. It's one of them. It's one of my favorite cards of the whole year, actually. But then you combine it with the Paladin Legendary, convert all of you but one else to your armor, and like you can get way over 30 health. So if you didn't already draw this and then play it, then by the time you play this, there's a good chance, like you stall them out. It gives you like that many more turns to find this and then heal over 30. I mean, the question is do you want to, like against a combo deck, do you want to just like hold it? Because if you play it right away on curve, then they can slowly chip down some of that armor. And I mean, it's a lot of armor to get through, but still, they could like be chipping it down. You might want to just like heal and let them beat you down a little bit, and then wait right before, and then play it, and then drop some more healing. I don't know. It depends on how risky you want to get. But so definitely definitely at least one timeout. I built like some heal it in decks over the last few expansions. I always give it a go, and surprisingly, even though they're not good enough before, there's still like a lot of slots where you're just like, I need to put all this other stuff in, and I don't have room for it. So I'll just throw this in for now and take one out later. I'm thinking you only want one of these. It's basically ice block, but you only get it for 1 turn. It's a lot much more fair ice block. What else do we want? This is a really good value and healing, so you're gonna want probably 2 of those. Shuffle this enhancements. What are the other paladins? After you cast the spell, summon a tiger with no. If you restore 10 health, okay, this one will be good. That's just you can. It's not as good as I think people think it is, but like later in the game, it's going to be a 4 mana 8/8, and that's gonna with taunt. That's gonna help you stall. And if you have to drop it as a 4/4 for 4 against aggro, it's just not the end of the world. What else do we got? Oh yeah, the Shivala for sure. So this is a beast, and then this is a beast. So you might want to play this with like and have this as the only beast in your deck, and it probably would be too. So if this, I guess you're not doing a ton of mana. We'll see, because then like you could play this even if you haven't played your spells yet. You could play this and then summon this out, and you're basically getting like a 9 mana, 14 attack rush. I think this is worth it, but there might not be enough room. We'll see. You could go the route of throwing these in here too and just like stalling out the game. So we definitely want 2 equalities, right? And concentrate. We don't need, I mean, or we actually don't need concentrate, but you definitely want equality pyro combo. I think you want that over the pyro equality and no concentrates, because with all the other healing spells you're gonna have, you're gonna get lots of other procs to use pyro to clear out, like just doing small AoEs. So we've got, and I don't know if you need Divine Favor because you're gonna be having your hand. This is gonna draw cards. So we want, what else do we want? Obviously, Crystal Smith Kangor, your healing's doubled. Do we want like one of these? Let's see if there's room for it. Is Holy Light good enough now? Probably it's not. I mean, it's not that it's not good enough, but there's just a restore. Oh, the Spellstone is suddenly a lot more tempting now. Restore 3 health to upgrade, because now you're gonna be. Rush. Let's do, like, it's just throw 2 in and well, we're gonna have to take a lot of stuff out probably, right? Then your turn restore it. So this is suddenly okay, but this one might not make the cut. This minion does. Charge. Is it Chillblade Champion okay now? Whoops, I just took out something. Fuck, what did I take out? I think I took out the Ondasta. Oh, Shrink Ray. I mean, Sunkeeper is still insane. Blackguard, is this? Your hero is healed. See, a lot of these spells, though, are going to work better if you heal a minion, and you're just going to be able to trade more, so I still am not convinced on this, but... This is just like a good control card, even if you don't play with that new minion. That Okay, let's just throw 2 of these in. Probably a lay on hand. This draw cards and heals a lot. The 2 Spike Raids alone isn't enough for Linessa, I don't think. Ooh. Uther's got like the lifesteal blade and it gives you a better hero power late game. Tyrion's just good. So what are the new minions? Let's see. And this one's really good. But I don't know if it fits in. I don't think it fits in this deck so much. What's the one that heals itself? It's like a new neutral minion. It's pretty damn good. It's like a 3/5. This one. At the start of your turn, restore 2 health to this minion. And you can heal with this other stuff. So how many... Is this okay? So for this to be good, you basically have to use a 4-cost spell or 4 mana worth of spells. Or it's like a... Wait, it's like a 3/7 format. No, actually, if you use 3 cost, it'd probably be worth it. Or you'd be breaking even. Yeah, 3 mana worth of spells, you break even. 4 is good. Sort of. No, but then you're spending 8 for... No, but you're still getting it. Yeah, so you need 4. A lot of the spells early on is just going to be like this is a 2 mana spell, 2 mana spell, 2 mana spell. Three mana spell, 6 mana spell, 8 mana spell. So it has potential. I think that's a different deck though. This it has potential. Maybe there's just not room for it in this deck. There's already too many quality spells and minions, and this is okay. What about this? Henri Tortoise. Because you could. This is a way to damage your hero before you swap out the health for armor. But then that also. I mean, what else are you trying to treat? Oh, actually, what about the happy? Would you, since you're healing your hero a lot, are like happy ghouls worth it? Because you could potentially tempo them out. If Paladin had like a spell like Priest that heals like minions and heroes. Oh yeah, True Silver heals your hero too. Let's, and it's like I don't have any weapons yet. Let's just throw a bunch of this good control-y and healy stuff in here and like see what we have to cut out. I mean, these are so good. Because what am I playing in like the early game? Like literally nothing right now. I need to stall till turn 3 against the aggro. Like, don't I have to put these in there? I guess I could afford to get behind. The tortoise, let me just throw this tortoise in for now. It probably won't make, it's got such good stats for when you throw it down. It does also set up, because you go 3, tortoise 3, and then you already damaged yourself for 5, so you could heal for more. But then you can't play that right on curve. Doesn't quite curve out. I didn't even put Ziliax in here either. I know it's or is Ziliax even? If I have no other opportunities to combine it with a mech, is it even worth it? I have no other mechs right now, right? Do I put, instead of righteous protectors, I'm mostly just putting to fight for the board. Do I just put the that 1/3? So just so Ziliax can, like, that doesn't make sense, does it? I think like a Lich King too. Oh, I'm on 5. No wonder. What? Oh, I was in Paladin. Okay. Lich. So I've got 38 cards, and I still probably have like other stuff that. Oh, I could do Doomsayers. I could just like take out the Righteous Protectors and put Doomsayers in and go all stall until turn 3. But then I'd be like, if I go that route, because I actually have a lot of good 3 drops, 3 and 4 drops, so I'd be like fishing for specifically 2 stall cards and then dropping 3 drops, so I'd be behind on board, and then the 3 drops wouldn't even be that good anymore. I got this on 2. Yeah, I think. Yeah, it's like I don't even have quite enough early game. It's not, let's just put them in for consideration, and then I think this is about all the cards that are in the running. Glowtron. But then I want like more mechs if I put him than just I don't even know if Celiax is worth it, is it? It does heal for 6 pretty much, for 5, and attacks twice. Lost in the jungle. Maybe Benevolent Gen's not worth it. Worth the Because you still probably won't be able to play this on curve and like get the value out of it that you're paying for. So, but what else healing do I have if I don't do it? So I've got. So we'll count it up as if you'd play through the game. So most likely you'll only draw one of these, and it's likely that you'll draw one of these and play it before turn 4 or whatever when this dude comes out, or turn 5 whenever you're going to play it. So you need 10 healing, so probably got 4 healing there. You would have 7 if I keep that, but let's say so that's 6, 7, 8, and then you play this on the next turn. So if I did keep these, it would be pretty common that I could heal for 10 before, like right around turn 5. But again, like if that's like the first thing I drop, maybe not. But I guess if you're playing against aggro, it depends if you're playing aggro or not. If you're not playing against aggro, you don't need it as much. I think this guy is definitely worth it with all these. I've got a lot of different healing cards now in here. So yeah, and I only have one beast, right? That So it's not like I have a ton of spells to reduce this. But if I don't, then I can play it for 9 mana. At the very least, 9 mana, because that's my only beast, right? Or, I think so. Double check. Oh wait, this is a beast. Oh, but then it wouldn't damage my hero. But you're probably going to be playing this like on curve or before, right? And then is the Dark Conviction necessary? Probably not. Okay. Man, this is actually a harder deck to build than I thought. So I'm not. There's so many different ways you can go too. I could cut out a lot of the top end and go more mid-rangey, but I don't think it's going to match up to some other mid-range decks if you do that. So I think it's better as a control deck. In emergency, you could just play that as a 2/2 taunt. And I think so. I'm thinking I'm going to cut that. Do I cut the? No, I think it is going to. It's so tough. Because I don't have any 2-drop minions in here. Besides Pyro. That Pyro doesn't count. I think I'm actually going to cut the Righteouses, keep the Doomsayers. We're going to go the stall route, stall out in the first couple turns. Oh, I got this 2-drop, but that's going to be more of like a stall. I'm not actually going to use this to double the healing. This is so bad late game, and it's not great early. So definitely only one of those at most, maybe cut 2 of them. We'll see what else we could make. I like these in this deck. I like the tortoises because they're so strong stat-wise. 3 mana, 3/5. Oh yeah, I don't need 2 timeouts. One's good, especially because I got this guy in there. So much top end, yeah. Definitely the Doomsayers are better. How much mana reduction do I have in here? 8, but you'd like to play that before Lay on Hands if you could. So let's say like it's 12 plus 8, that's 20. Just right there. But let's just say just 12 with the Spike Ridge. I can't count that because you want to save that at the end. 14, 16. Probably going to play both of those. 18, 20. You might. So that's already 20 there. So this would be like a 5 mana. So yeah, I don't need the Undasta because it's likely you're going to get around 20 before turn, like somewhere around like 16 to 20. Like I said, let's see how many, because you have to have for it to be 7 mana. Like this would be good, really good at 7 mana, and so. So if you played 17 mana, this would be 7 mana. And I think so you have 16, might be like common to get around more like 16, so it'd be 8 mana. This is still good on 8. So you instead of like I think it's with this deck, how I have it set up, it's pretty good that you get at least 16. You get 16 by turn 8, and then so instead of those, when you have those situations where you're choosing between drawing 3 cards or heal, like you like heal just to live, like but you don't get to play anything because it costs 8 mana. Like then this way you can heal up and draw later, or the other way around if you can draw. Okay, so let's cut 4 more cards. Does Tyrion actually get cut? That can't be right. Do I cut one of these? Wait. Oh yeah, they have that new weapon too that I have to consider actually. That's really good. This 1 mana 2/2. You could just start out so you would be ready to heal your guy right off the bat. So you go this into Flash of Light so you get your health back right off the bat. I bet you'd rather like use this on minions. I think I like that though. More than and then it helps fight for the board too if you don't draw. Yeah, I definitely think one of those is good, and instead of two true silvers. But that didn't help me. So overall, I still need to cut four more cards. But so I like that though. Two weapons plus the well, plus the Tyrion plus this. So like I could actually probably cut the true silver. I think I like this amount. I think that the Jin might have to get cut. Restore 2 health to this is so resilient. I feel like this is going to be really good, especially in this deck. This is so weak to fight for the board because I'm looking to like stall out and then drop something like this afterwards after I drop like a Doomsayer on turn 2. And that's not going to help. So I think that even though it synergizes with the deck more, cut the Benevolent Gins. But then the Spellstone is restore 3 health to upgrade, and those restore 3 health. Do I cut a Tortoise then? Or a Thug? So all of my spells restore 3 or more health, except for, oh, that's 2 also. 3. 8, 5 for Uther, 7. You know what, for the first thing, maybe I cut both of those and put 2 Blood Claws in. Since I don't have the thing that bounces this back multiple times, I'll cut 1 Spike Ridge. Let's go 1 and 1 and like see which one. Well, I guess if you're drawing the more likely, that's the thing. It's probably better to go like 2 of the one and 0 of the other. Henri Tortoise. So I just need to cut 2 more cards. Let's cut 1 regenerating thug. So now I'm regenerating a lot less. So Shrivala's. Man, a lot of this I'm keeping in just so that these get more value, but okay, that looks okay for now. I'm definitely could be refined more probably. I think, but that's pretty good, I think. Yeah, it seems like there's you want to put like so many more cards in this deck. That's a problem. It's been the problem with Control Paladin for a while now. Is like if you could have like a 40 card deck, it would be so good. It's like one of the decks that would be better if you could have more cards. Um, okay. So yeah, not a little bit weaker than I thought the Heal Paladin deck type. So next I want to do the deck that I think is going to be the strongest. Like I mean it's already like the second or arguably one of the it's already one of the strongest is Death Rattle Hunter. So like and they just added like 5 cards that support it. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be hands down the best deck in the game. And it's also more mid-rangey. Now mid-range is I think mid-range is going to be the king in this expansion, and so if not, like I'm going to try to build just to go straight up mid-range hunter and a Death Rattle hunter. I think the Death Rattle one's just going to be the best deck though, because it can beat every deck type pretty much, like except for the fastest aggro decks. So let's just start. Let's just go to Death Rattle. Actually, let's do mechanic. Death Rattle. So depleted. Terror scale. Can't remember if I still want those in. Herd of Beast. Let's just throw all this in and then figure it out later. Because some of the new cards that synergize with Death Rattle also synergize with like Beast mechanics. Hey, what's up, Ancient Secret? Where you been, man? I've been streaming lately. I got a Switch, dude. I'll be streaming a lot of Switch games. I'll be streaming pretty much every day for the rest of the year because I got the Switch, so I've been streaming that, and then this new Hearthstone expansion's coming out, so I'll be streaming Hearthstone until the 7th, and then I'm gonna be doing at least a few days straight of Smash Ultimate, but I might sneak some Hearthstone in there too, just because the expansion will have only been out for 2 days. And then yeah, I'm just gonna bounce after that the next few days after that. I'm gonna just bounce back and forth mostly between Hearthstone and Smash Ultimate. And then actually I might play like because I'm gonna be getting the like Mario Odyssey and Zelda. I'll be playing those too, but probably not as much as the other two. Yeah, dude, I was just working a lot on projects. I did stream some of the artwork, but that I was doing. I made like a ring and I got that printed out. Uh, Um, Yeah, I had to work a ton, dude. I got like pretty much most of October and then every day of November up until Black Friday. I worked almost every single day. Like there was like multiple schedules where I worked like or like 9 to 13 days in a row, like on some of the schedules. It was ridiculous. So like lots of doubles. Yeah, so we got this. This might not make the cut in regular Death Rattle Hunter just because I don't know. It's a really strong card, so it probably does, but it's something to play early too, and that's something that Death Rattle Hunter struggled before, so it's probably worth it just for that. So, wait, neutral. We want these eggs. We want. Tell me if there's stuff I'm forgetting in this deck. Mechanical whelps are in there, right? Yeah, mechanical whelps. Well, no, I made a mixer a long time ago, but I barely used it just because there's two reasons. I don't know if they've changed the second reason, but one is because the viewership numbers just aren't as good, and so it's already like I don't know. Maybe it's easier to get started because of that, but like yeah, it's mostly if there's like a first party Microsoft game, then it might be better to stream on there. But other than that, like yeah, there's just less people on there. But the other main problem is that and who knows, they updated a lot. And Microsoft is really good. It's probably way better than Twitch now, because it's way better than Twitch in every way except for the viewership. And then there's a problem where like after when you record a video, like on Twitch, you can just click a button to upload it to YouTube, but on Mixer, if you can't, there's no button to do that, so you have to download the video and then upload it to YouTube, and like downloading it takes forever. If you download a video, that takes forever, and then if you uploading it from a full download, that takes a lot longer than just to convert it. But then the quality would be better too, because like I just did like Bayonetta 2, and like it's like all blurry, and like I even tried changing my settings. Oh, actually my settings are kind of high now, so I forgot to. Let me know if there's a delay or anything because I'm recording at like a higher quality on accident. Should probably fix that, but because it'll probably cause like a little more of a delay than normal. But yeah, like because like Mixer has no delay. Yeah, it's like crazy. Like I got more RAM for my computer, so that probably is helping with the processing of like and it probably has like less drop frames and stuff because of that. Like I have 32 gigs of RAM now. Anyway, let's what am I missing here? I'm missing everything, right? I'm just trying to see if am I missing any of the other Death Rattle cards. Let's see, what are the new ones besides the egg? Let's see what new. There was like two new. There's like three new cards that could support Death Rattle Hunter. Uh, Summon your beast that died this turn. So that could resummon the Devil Sore. I think you definitely want probably one of those because a lot of the stuff that dies aren't beast. It's like the egg itself that you want back. We'll see. Oh yeah, complete review. Well, I thought about that, but there's one part for like of my PC that I want to upgrade still. That I purposely got like a lower end part, so because I planned on upgrading it later. Like I got like a. Oh, you're gone anyway. I'll tell you later. Just around silence. Minion. This supports mid range. Oh, this is just a sick card in general. You don't want it on this a Death Rattle Hunter though, because then it's gonna. Oh, I guess it doesn't fill your board up. It fills your hand up, and that's Battle Cry. Yeah, you still don't. It's really good though. It's not like it's just Death Rattle Hunter is so good that that card even that insane, just because like of the way you want the board to go, probably doesn't make the cut. So you probably want this in here, right? Because you just there's only two ways you lose with Death Rattle Hunter. It's just getting comboed in one turn and getting aggroed out, and this takes care of the combo part of that. But usually you like just beat combo decks down before they can. But this guarantee, yeah, I don't know. This might not be necessary, and there might not be room. Oh yeah, this. That's pretty expensive though. Death Rattle, Shuffle of Corrupted Blood. Because you can, oh, it's 10, so you can't play this and play it in the same turn. This isn't that good. Oh wait, the Undertaker. What am I thinking? Gain the Death Rattle effects of 3 friendly minions that died this game. That's definitely going in there. Oh yeah, and Undasta works well too because you can. Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can summon the Devil Swords. You can summon. What else do you summon? The High Mains. That's why I wanted to put the High Mains because High Mains get cut from this. Have gotten cut, but if you put Undasta in there too. And then, okay, so what else do we need? We probably need, what, like that, the 2 candle shots. Actually, what was the new weapon? What the fuck? This fucking spider. There was a new hunter weapon that's really good. Oh, but it's like a beast synergy. If you control a beast, you gain +1 durability. And I don't have. I guess if the eggs get popped. Wait, let me double check on these scarabs. They're probably, I'm assuming they're beasts because the scarabs always have been. And also I need to check on. Wait, that's. Yeah, scarab egg. That's a neutral, actually. I was thinking it was a hunter card. This doesn't have the token. And do they have rush? Wait, it says they have. Oh no, these 1/1 scarabs. I'm assuming they're beasts. They got to be right. Oh, this doesn't have the tokens either. I guess no one knows yet for sure. So we'll assume that they're beasts. But then, oh wait, but that doesn't even matter for what I'm talking about anyway, because this is. Oh yeah, no, if you control a beast, so. I mean, you could play it dead or Terra Scale Stalker, but that's just to gain that 1 extra at that point. I guess it doesn't make the cut in this. He probably. Or do you just go one candle shot, one hunter's hatchet? How many other beasts do I have? Oh, no, that's the mech that comes out of that. That's two more beast potentials and you're going to be getting lots of beasts out of the eggs. The Undertaker, Ondasta. Maybe it is worth. Let's go cut a candle shot. Try it out. Try it out. And then I forgot everything you want. Like, do you want one to unleash? Do you want like two wandering monsters to stall? Kill command. Spider bomb. I don't know. One unleash. Is like is there a Houndmaster Shaw and Death Rattle Hunter right now? This is a deck that just has. It's good. It's like a lot different than the Heal Paladin, where it's like there's so many good cards that you don't have room for them. Like, but it's not complete really without like a lot of like you almost want to have all of them to really have the deck complete. And Death Rattle Hunter is like it's complete in a but no matter which way you build it almost, and it's just you want to choose which ones you want in there. I feel like I forgot oh yeah, the Devil Source and King Crush. Oh yeah, I forgot about Boomzooka is good now too, but that might be more of like a mid-range one. Summon 3 minions from your deck. They attack enemy minions then die. Because the Undertaker's not good then. Because then that's a battle cry. This is a battle cry and death rattle, so that's fine. Devil Swords. Because you can play this and the new spell in one turn. Revenge of the Wild. But if you do that, you probably want 2 Revenge of the Wilds. That's like a little bit more of a greedy style. It's got more of a powerful thing, but a little less consistent, a little more greedy. And mid-range decks are going to be so strong. Man, it's like so tempting too. I don't think you need it because like I mean you already have like so many ridiculous like death rattles going off and your board's like unbreakable. So no, I'm gonna go with just use one of these for bringing back a couple beasts for 2 minutes. If you literally, maybe you do put 2 of them in pretty much change that because like if I bring back one Devil Sword, that's a 2-mana 5/5. Like that's worth it. And if you even like you pop this gets popped, you pop it, whatever. 3 scarabs, you trade your scarabs in. You bring back 3 1/1s, and it's worth it. It's a 2-mana 3/3. You could play it on curve like that. So do you like do that instead of? I think you definitely cut a Oozling because you already have like now you have the Undertaker. Yeah, he's a little slow, but you can trigger him. Of course, the Oozling can copy the. Oh wait, that's a battle cry. You can't copy that. Man, you can get Undasta off of Katrina. This is so ridiculous. But if you boom Bazooka, that does really increase your chances of pulling Katrina, and then she dies, and she can pull Undasta, and Undasta can maybe you do, dude. Maybe you put this in. Maybe the greedier version is the better version. So then, do you actually want this? Because you want to like get up to 8. So the greedy one for sure you don't want this, right? But the regular one you do. Do you even need? Let's cut a kill command. I feel like you could just cut a hunter's mark, right? Nah, it's too good with all this other stuff. But the 1/1s. Cut a wandering monster. This looks really strong. But what is it? This is just at this point the Sleeping Oozling is just copying Katrina. But if you drew it already, oh yeah, the 2 high mains. That's just okay. That means you're getting a worse high main. I think actually, yeah, you cut the Oozling then, and then throw in the Boomzuka. But if you're doing the Boomzuka, you don't want to be playing him, right? So you probably do want to play 2 kill commands. Or maybe you just do 2. Actually, since I'm putting the Boomzuka, then you probably do want 2 of the resummon your Revenge of the Wild. So yeah, this is so powerful. And you can like sub out any of these combinations, and this deck is still I think this is the best deck in the game. We'll see. I'll build some other decks, but I'm pretty sure some version of this, if not this exact version or something one or a couple cards different, that this is the best deck in the game. And it's actually a pretty fun deck, but it's not that much different than the existing one. That's the only downside. But it's enough different to be fun, and I'll do power death rattle. So let's build. Why did it not save it? Whoops. Okay. Okay. Now let's do normal mid-range hunter because that looks really powerful too. Okay, let's start with the new shit because the new shit's making it super good. Like, oh, I forgot. I forgot. Hold on, I gotta go back to that deck because I forgot to put in. Actually, do you even need the Death Knight? Rexar? Yeah, you probably do. So I'm gonna take one card out. Whoops, updated. Where's the edit deck? So what are we taking out? We put in the extra Revenge of the Wild. That's I feel like that's so good though, and you're putting in maybe the kill command. Let's take out the kill command. Especially at first, because I want to test out like these new cards, and that'll give me a higher chance of testing out how good this is, and specifically. Okay, so Deathstalker, Rexar. Where are you? Get in here! Where did it go? Oh, there he is. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna do mid-range hunter. That deck's so good that I wouldn't put it public, just because I don't want any extra people playing it. But it's obvious anyway. It's not like it's an existing deck that has just a few new cards in it. What am I doing? Okay, so this will be more of the spell hunter. This is a really good card, just not in that deck. This is probably going in there. Where's that other insane? This legendary is just insane for mid-range. A 7-mana 5/7 beast with rush and taunt. Oh wait, mid-range. This one you do want this in because you're just trying to keep them from comboing out. And you might have to, I don't know, you're trying to like power through and do a lot of damage quicker, so I feel like this could go in here. It's a little expensive for Hunter mid-range. Like it, maybe like a Paladin mid-range is fine, but whenever you have a summon a beast, give it +1/+1. Are you gonna? I feel like you can't summon beasts enough for that, like to be worth it. Okay, what about this? Some AoE, like, and Hunter doesn't have like AoE very much. That's kind of what their mid-range Hunter is a little weak to, is like a bunch of small minions. Let's throw one of those in. Whoops, not that guy. What else new? Whenever a minion in your deck, discover a minion in your deck. If all three are beasts, draw them all. We'll see how many beasts are in mid-range Hunter. This was a good mid-range card, right? But yeah, Battlecry, if you have a weapon equipped, discover a spell. That's just really good in mid-range. That's like a mid-range card if I've ever seen one. And that a lot of these new cards help Hunter with the problems of basically drawing cards. Like this does too. That's why this could be worth it, but like you definitely want this in your deck, right? So you already have two, and all three have to be beasts. So this is just if you wanted to cater a deck around this, you could really get your card draw way up, and that it might be worth it. But I think it's better to have this. And if you have this, plus you might have like this or like something like that, then there's a really good chance that one of the minions aren't going to be a beast. What about this 3-mana? But this is basically 3-mana in value, a 3-mana 4/4, but then you have to spend 5 mana overall, so it's like a 5-mana 4/4. So, but in Hunter, no, I just think it's probably not good in the mid-range Hunter. Okay. Whenever you draw a beast, give it +2/+2. What about this? Is a 3-mana 3/5 beast. So this is gonna help you out, fight for a lot. Like this in the Houndmaster is pretty crazy. I mean, it's gonna hurt your game against aggro, but you're probably weak to that anyway. So okay, that seems good for the new stuff. After a friendly beast attack. Oh wait, give a friendly beast +1, then it attacks. So you get like 2 attacks with this. So this is like basically like a whirlwind rush combo. It's actually really good. Oh wait, you might want to put this in the Death Rattle Hunter because you can get a second attack. And then Death Rattle cares less about hitting random enemies because if they die, then it just triggers the Death Rattle. I'll have to think about that. I forgot about this card. Rush, Battlecry, 1/1 links with Rush to your hand. This is really good to get off of Rexar, but I don't know if it's worth. Don't know if it makes the cut. What about this? 1-mana 2/3. This helps fight against aggro, and it's my mid-range minions don't care about the 0/3 taunt. I think you go 2 of these. So I'm not forgetting Deathstalker Rexar now. Deathstalker Rexar got buffed in this expansion overall, I'm pretty sure. Which is absurd. This is like, I expect Deathstalker to get nerfed. That's my prediction for the set, for nerfs, like for sure. Because these Hunter decks are going to be so strong, especially Death Rattle Hunter. And like that's going to be one thing that knocks them down a little bit at least. I think that actually, where's that? Hey, oh yeah, if you have a beast, 2 of these, and then 2 candle shots. Man, you can fight for the board really well early on with that stuff. So for sure 2 Houndmasters, right? If you're gonna be buffing stuff too now, you can buff that turtle. And maybe like if you throw the egg in. So you want Where's my Houndmaster? Do you want a Houndmaster Shah? All these guys have rush. A lot of this stuff has rush anyway. Oh, you probably want the double, dang it, where did it go? Flanking strike, double kill command or single kill command? To go over the top for a finisher. Probably double, right? Do you want, if it go double egg of that new egg, it's not a beast itself though, so I can't buff it with this, but the scarabs are. It's probably not worth it in mid-range. What was this guy? After your attack, summon a 1/1 pirate. That might actually be worth it. Because you're going to have Candle Shot or this, right? Maybe that would be in a more aggressive version. We'll see. Because I only got 3 cards left, and I haven't put... Probably want a Hunter's Mark to get through a big taunt with some of these like mid-range sized minions. What else do I have on 2? I don't really have much on 2. And so do I want hyenas? Those would be better if I had the egg. So I probably actually more want wandering monsters, but then I need animal companions or bear sharks. And that looks pretty damn good. I mean, I know I need a cut for, but was Katrina make it in? Battlecry and Death Threat. I'll recruit a beast. I don't want to recruit a lot of these. That one I would. Nah, Katrina's not good in here. Except. But what is Undastas might not be either. So what? It's recruiting. A high main would be like the best thing. I don't want to recruit that. Maybe a bear shark. Yeah. Undasta is not good enough in this. So cap out at 6. So I need to get rid of 3 more cards. So it's probably going to be obviously like it's between these. What's the new? What did this add for 3 cost? Because it's a random 3 cost, right? Yeah. What are the new 3 costs that got added that it might hit? That would be shitty. That's okay. That's good. A lot of like 2/4s, 3/5s, 3/4 or 3/4s. A 0/3. I think so. Overall, Wandering Monster got better. But Animal Companion's good for like Huffer, Rush in the Face, putting in damage, good. Bear Shark is going to be a lot better because now that I can go... wait a minute. So I have 2 chances of either getting Turtle into Houndmaster or Bear Shark into Houndmaster if I go Houndmaster. I mean, if I go that way. So my 3, that would guarantee my 3 and 4 if I just cut. But then that's an Animal Companion. either all of them go into Houndmaster. But which ones are better if I just have to flanking strike something though? But this is a 2-mana, 3-mana random. That might not summon a beast though. I don't have any Eagle Horn bows either. I'm gonna try to cut Wandering Monster, even though it's really good. And then, so one Bear Shark to cut, or one Animal Companion. Because in this deck, if I hit Leok, it's going to be pretty weak. Huffer's always good. Misha would be obviously good. Can't get targeted though. I think I'm going to cut an Animal Companion. This looks pretty strong. I could cut the Dragon Maw Scorcher for Unleash the Hounds too. It's probably better, right, to have Unleash the Hounds, because I could choose between concentrating on one minion or... I'm kind of weak to wide boards, though, with this deck, right? Again, an Unleash combo is better with, like, the deck, I guess. I guess I'll go Unleash the Hounds. Yeah, it does look strong. Okay. So those are 3 of the main ones I really wanted to build, but what else should I build before I just do a card review? Because there's... What else am I trying to figure out? Other the mage one's probably important. So what else do we think and what we know? This hero power druid thing sucks. The beast druid's probably too slow still, right? That's not good. Malagos druid and taunt druid are still good. But the new, between this new one that resets them and then the warlock one that destroys half their deck, that's going to keep combo decks in check, at least now. Oh, this pirate rogue is going to be insane. And there's 2 versions. There's like an even pirate rogue and then one that has all the ones. I think like the one that just is non-restrictive is better. So we got to build a pirate rogue. And then priest is the new priest stuff is really hard to figure out. I'm not going to build one of those decks right now because priest in general is just a class like this is why my favorite class. Like you really have to sit down and think a long time about how you build a deck, and on top of that, you usually have to wait and see. As in, like this expansion is all these cards, most of them, you kind of have to wait and see what other decks are going to look like before you build the priest deck, because a lot of it, like your deck's going to be completely different based on what other decks are good. So I got to build the pirate rogue, and with the mage, is it better just to have like the odd mage with the hero power thing going, or the minion or the elemental mage? I think the Elemental Mage is a little more obvious, and it's just going to be good. It added some good elementals, and it's just like the same deck. It's a big spell mage with elementals basically, and then you're going to add this in here. So I don't really need to build that. I'll build the odd mage one though, and then yeah, okay. So I'll build those two decks, and then I'm going to do the card review. So I'll start with the there is like the new discard lock, but I don't think that's uh, compared to the power levels of the control warlock, taunt druid, like other stalling controlling decks. Like it's just too weak. Um, what about there's some good, the shaman one is similar to the priest one, but a little more obvious. But I'd rather like review all the cards first. Let me build. Okay, so we're gonna build. Give your weapon +1 attack. Let's see if that makes the cut. Draw a card from your deck. No, that one's not good enough, right? Captain Hook. Deal 3 damage to the random enemy. Repeat this for each of your pirates. I think it's going to be easy to fill the board up with pirates. Actually, we'll see one of those. Oh, well, it'll be easier to cut it out later than to add one. Definitely draw 2 pirates combo and a weapon. That's just really good. Bloodsail Harrow, 2 mana 1, get +1 for each other pirate. Yep. 4 mana 5/3 overkill. Draw 2 cards. This is normally not good, but in a pirate full deck, when you have like South Sea captains, they might have to hit instead. That might be worth it. Um, like if this draws that too, that's really good. Maybe like, yeah, I don't think so though. After you hear attack, summon a 1/1 pirate. Yeah, that's really good. Obviously, 2 captains. These are pirates and they're beefy. That's got charge. That's good. Probably do one of these. You eat your own 1/1 pirate. Counter that probably because this might be like the deck that people are gonna like ladder with. You could just like queue that. You could counter queue and run double Kalaka. Eat your own 1/1 minions if they don't have any. Give your weapon +1/+1. So you're gonna have weapons. That's a pirate. That's gonna be free. Look at that. That's just all pirate cards, and there's already 21. So you want deadly poisons. Which weapons do you want in here? Death Rattle, give your minions rush. That's just sick. You can just trigger it with your own. And it's 1 too, so it combos well with uh, deadly poison. This could be good in there because basically weapons from other classes are really strong. But if that card that combos and draws a weapon, you'll guaranteed get this. So you're guaranteed to have pirates with rush. I think you want that and then 1 strong weapon. Gotta think, is this seems like it's better. It's like zombie chat, but almost the opposite. It's kind of like better in aggro decks almost. It's gonna block a lot of these little damages. I think it's worth it to have two of those though, because you could play those on turn one. Oh, you probably want like two saps and a. I would like a vanish, but maybe one Vile Spine. What's is an Assassin's Blade good enough? Two minions from your deck. I think that's actually, even though this is really good, it's kind of slow actually. SI7s. Fan of Knives. Sap. Let's see what we have to cut. We'll put in double Fan of Knives, but double Sap for now. Oh, Eviscerate, because we're trying to like, this is an aggressive deck, right? Draw a weapon from your deck. I already have like that combo card that does, and it draws pirates. I mean, there's kind of different ways I can keep all this, or I could go all in on the damage and with this and then the other one, I don't think so. Sinister Strike's good enough. Cold Blood probably is though. It's like Backstab works well with that. Prep works really well with this, but then Prep. Oh yeah, Prep would work with this too. I think you do want Prep. It'd be nice to have Backstab in here too. I just only have 42 out of 30 cards in this deck. Oh, Lab Recruiter for the. Nah, you really only want to Lab Recruit the captain, like or both, all the captains. It's worth considering a Vanish. So first I'm gonna just throw down all the cards that are worth considering in there. What about Hench Clan? Oh, I need another weapon in there still. And with all this attacking with weapons, Hench Clan Thug's gotta be good, right? Where is he at? Where are you at, Hench Clan Thug? And what's the other weapon I'm throwing in there? I could go for that one that discovers a random weapon. Because honestly, if we're just talking about doing damage, these other ones aren't worth it, really. How much does that cost though? Because it basically makes the weapon cost more. But then just having this one in here increases the chance that your pirates have rush. Oh, and there's Sonya. A 1 mana. Pretty much all these are pretty good if they have a 1 mana copy. It's only 2 mana. Discover a weapon from another class. I almost feel like that's better than... What weapons are there overall? I feel like it's almost any warrior weapon. It's better than the rogue stuff. You could get like a staff, like a legendary weapon. I think that's worth putting in there. Throw that in there as a Hail Mary. And I'm already gonna have preps right. I actually don't have how many combos do I have? Because backstab is really good for combos. So I just need to take out 17 cards. So there's there's like so many ways to build this. So this is gonna this will take care of a board full of taunts. Definitely one of those saps out. Seems like if you don't have the board nearly won by the end of the game, you're dead anyway. But then this could help get a wall of taunts out of the way right before you rush in the last set of guys or play this. I think you're looking to just like get out a bunch of early value pirates and just like in the earlier mid-range, mid-game, you're just looking to bust them with stuff like this, like prepped out and the greens or the South Sea captains, or like finish them off with this. I think Vanish is not worth it then, and I almost feel then like, man, but if they have like one early game taunt, like the Druid's like 3/6, then like Sap's not gonna do much against that, so you kind of do want a Vile Spine. You're probably gonna be fine against small guys, right? So I don't really need the Fan of Knives. I have a lot of cheaper stuff too, right? Draw 2 pirates combo and a weapon. So I don't think I need the backstab, but backstab's just so good for early tempo. if I have this, like, probably could do one less cold, or I have like don't have many charge minions though. Oh, I forgot I could also put Leroy in too. So it's like, do you want to go like all in on the aggro, put Leroy, keep the cold bloods, or do you want to like be able to trade a little bit more? I'm trying to think if Sonya is worth it, or even Hench. Is Hench Clan too slow? What's the one? Okay, so the one that summons pirates. There's two of them. There's the 3 mana one. Draw two pirates. Okay, so that's fine because then you can draw this and pump up your weapon. I feel like with these minions, you're going to be so far ahead you won't even need the Vile Spine. Or like Sap would be better. Can I cut one of these in? Because I got, what else do I got? I got, if I go, man, there's so many cards I have to cut still too. Okay, so if I'm even thinking about cutting the Vile Spine, I cut it because I have so many to cut. If there's anything I'm even like kind of thinking about, I was thinking about cutting these for another blood sale. I guess like the whole longer weapon route probably isn't worth it because, then again, it's just so much damage to pound them with. But I'm kind of like, if I just guarantee, I'm going to be getting rid of these quick though is the thing. Or I want to. Because you're going to give your minions a rush. You're going to like pop it with your own hero power. This is bad to get in your opening hand. Oh, I get, or maybe it's not that bad because you draw your weapon. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it. The eviscerates. They pile on damage, but they don't synergize as well with the pirates and stuff. I know it's a pirate. Maybe I could just cut a blood deadly poison probably. I don't want, it'll be not so great if you have two deadly poisons. So Sonya is good, but yeah, there's too many like things that it's good with, and Keep piling on more pirates. Yeah, I'll keep the Sonya. Does that mean the SI7s are gonna get cut, even though they're good? So how many one cost? I already have. Oh yeah, I don't think I need the Serenites because even though they are good one drop minions, I've got a one drop, oh, or three one drops there for 5. So that also means I can probably cut the backstabs because I already have like a lot that fights for the board early. So I just need to cut 2 more cards. Probably the worst. So I'll cut the worst pirates are probably going to be Cutthroat Buccaneer. Probably cut one of those. And then I like having at least 3 one-drop ones because then if I go 2 into this, then like he'll at least be a 2/2 with rush for this guy. And then I can go into like South Sea Captain after that. My weapon for the most part is only going to get pumped up to 2 attack, so the South Seas aren't as good, or the Dread Corsairs I mean, so I can cut a Dread Corsair too. That's a pretty strong deck, and again I could tailor this to be more ultra aggressive, depending on how that might even be the way to go, just to like punish every deck. You could put in like the Sinister Strikes, put all the one drop pirates in, and not put this in. But this is more of like it's aggressive with like a strong mid-range finish. Yeah, I think that's a really strong deck. That could be like definitely like, and you can. It's a one where you can like alter it on the meta, um, make it more or aggressive or less, more clears depending on what's going on, and it's gonna keep stuff in check. So I think this is gonna be like, obviously it's not gonna be the best because it's more reactionary, I think, but it's up there. I think it'll be like a tier 1 or high tier 2 deck, a pirate rogue, or like maybe if you do the even pirate version or odd. Let's see how many odds, how many even cards do I have? If you cut out it, I have mostly odd cards in here. Oh wait, did I miss? There wasn't there like a 4-mana pirate spell that I didn't put in? Hold on, let me double check. Because I thought there was like a 4-mana pirate spell that was really good. Oh, never mind. It had a pirate theming in the name and the art, but it's not an actual pirate. A destroy an undamaged minion. This card is not good now, but it'll be good once Vile Spine rotates out. So yeah. But oh yeah, that does make it so if you did want to build an even pirate deck, that could replace Vile Spine now. But this is actually mostly odd cards, so I took out those, or like the later game, and then you took out Shark Fin and the Sap. Blood Sail. I mean, you're taking out a lot, and then you have to take out your preps, which are really good in here. So I don't like that. Okay, one more deck before I do the card review, and it's gonna be the Mage, Odd Mage, because I wasn't. It looks pretty strong, like some type of Odd Mage. I don't even know for sure which exactly what Odd Mage would be the strongest. So that's why I'm building it. The Elemental Mage looks pretty good. It's gonna be good against some of these mid-range and aggro decks. Actually, it probably is not good against mid-range, but it's good against a couple of them. But it's probably good against that pirate deck I just built. But like Odd Mage, what about that? That might be too. This guy's definitely really good. So I gotta do mana filter odd. So yeah, this guy, do next year. 2 more damage. So that's just like free frost bolts later on. And since you can't put frost bolts in Odd Mage, so we need a Baku, because I can't tell you how many times I've built an odd or an even deck and forgot to put Gen or Baku in there. Let's see what new stuff we got. Okay, we got. Let's put that in there because that's gonna fight for the board. It's a strong thing. Is that worth it? That's gonna fight for the board and it's strong. Whenever you hear power kills a minion, draw a card. 3 minutes. That seems like it'll go good. And we'll try and build like a minion. I guess it could be a combo. Whenever minions attack down. You could go a secret route, and I'm not going for that though. This is good in the bigger spell mage, not in this. So more AoEs. Let's throw this in here for now. Obviously, this is going in there. That could be worth it. Okay, so we want... We still want Frostlight's Chain even in the odd one, right? Just because she's good. Flame Strike for each spell. So right now I don't have any spells, so we'll see about. Oh, Black Cat. We're going odd, and then that means that Shooting Star is that much better. Is Arcane Intellect, is that worth it? Probably, right? Probably want at least one of those in. Maybe 2. Let's just throw 2 in for now. Cinderstorm. Because this with the 2 damage Hero Power is going to clear off a lot of stuff. So, what's going on here? What is this deck trying to do besides just like get a lot of good value? Oh, I need that new guy to to survive against combo decks. Where you at? Oh, he's not odd. The one that resets the mana to 5. Shit, he's 6 mana. So that means you're gonna have to you might want to just maybe just go for being weak against control decks, which means maybe you don't want Frostlich Jaina, but then she can heal last minute. Maybe you just don't want Dragon Caller. Maybe you just hope that there's not as many. Well, I guess you have to like play out the field and see like what people are playing. I guess it's going to be one of those things where in like tournaments, the tournament meta is going to be a lot different than the ladder meta after this expansion releases. Because I think that this like an odd mage might be like really good in ladder, but it might not be. It might be bad in tournaments. How much spells am I doing to gain armor? I mean, is the Arcane Artificer worth it? I'm definitely keeping these in here because I don't have Blizzard and I don't have the deal. Well, I guess I could deal 2 to everyone with the 5 mana one. And a mage spell. Add a random mage spell to your hand for each minion you kill. I guess but then oh man, at turn 5, that's not going to kill anything besides minions you already pinged off with your hero power and Cinderstorm and Shooting Star. So no, that's definitely not going in there. Is this worth it? Is Luna in there? The rightmost card? Only if I have a lot of cheap spells. So far, I don't. I mean, I could put Arcane Missiles. I'm not sold on those. What about what neutral cards am I putting in? I got 6. They probably want to be neutral cards, right? Oh, 1 mana, 1/3 could be good. Wait, how many? So right now I only have 1, 2. I guess for the early game, the Black Cat. Hold on, we'll put in these for now then. Or maybe put in even a Breathless Negrosa. What's this? Add a random mage spell to your hand. Oh, that's the new one. A random counter spell in there could be good. I don't know if there's room for it. But if I do have actually all these 1-drop minions, or spells, let's say Arcane Missiles. I guess I only have, never mind, I only have one mana spell, so Antonidas isn't good. There's the whole like Murloc mage thing. I should probably add another spell damage minion, right? So what are the cheap spell damage minions? Any of these? Acolyte of Pain. Oh, the refresh your hero power. And it's a 3 mana. And that helps with Jaina. And it. Wait, wasn't there another. Oh, yeah, that was a 2. That was an even cost one. That Another one that combos with the hero power thing. I feel like I need one more spell damage card in here that's at most 3 mana. Like Dollar on Mage. What about Stonehill Defender? And it's, or Tar Creeper is an elemental, and it's just. But I'm not going like full elemental. I'm just going like. I'm going like value early on, like good trades. I've got lots of 3 drops, and I probably don't have enough 1 drops. Like 2 is fine because I got my hero power, obviously. I think I can afford to get behind on the board. I think that's fine because like if I don't have any 1 or 2 drops, like my hero power is probably gonna like kill whatever they drop on 2, or at least thin out the board. So it's almost like I want like I got this to fight. That's probably gonna live. I can't really play this on 3, so that's not an actual 3 drop. That is spell damage and draw a card, and I got it. Oh wait, I have 30 cards too. I guess I don't need that much spell damage. I mean, I really only have 2 things. I think I could cut an arcane missiles and then do I want a Stonehill or a Tar Creeper? Probably. There's some new good taunts that are neutral too. Like this would help you get up on the board more. I think I like the Tower Creeper better. This looks like a pretty good deck. I mean, for fighting it's really bad against control decks, but it seems like it's good against like the aggro-ish decks, and like it can like get ahead on the mid-range decks. I don't know. It's not like super strong. Is it better to like go for an elemental package maybe? Like, what would that really look like? You'd have to cut off if you went for an elemental style, like you can't really do that on the odd mage though. So like if you'd want to just go non-odd mage, then oh wait, what about where is oh I guess it's not I guess that's an even card, right? The Book of Spectres, since I have mostly minions, but that's even cost. Huh. You go wacky, throw in a deck of wonders. Yeah, I mean this looks pretty good. No, I don't think it's not a tier one deck though, so that's good to know though. Yogg Mage. Unknown. Yeah, I could try and build a temp like a no, it's already like 5:30, and then usually my card reviews take a while. Um, I think that the elemental, or I'm pretty sure, confident the elemental one's better, but because wait, I mean, what? Let's just look at the new cards for mage. Hold on, let's go here. I mean, this is really good. You can get a turn two or turn one even. If you have the coin, you can get a turn one water elemental. That's just, you know what? Yeah, I gotta build just for that alone, that card alone. I think like there's actually, well, I mean, there's two elemental mages, and then that card's just good in either of them. But since you kind of want to like be more control-y with the control one, and like you don't necessarily need that. I mean, it could save you in the aggro stuff, but I want to see how aggro you can get with or how tempo oriented. You can't really get aggro with the elemental mage, but you get like a real tempo oriented one and like get way ahead or like put them away. Because like that odd mage is pretty tempo, but it's the early game part of it is weak. Because yeah, I mean the odd mage this does 4 damage. So yeah, it's like I mean you're adding a frostbolt, but even if just 2 more, this is 3 damage, so that's good in this one too. Um, yeah, this will be tempo too, and you can go over the top, so that taunt is no big deal. You got this, so you get a turn one water Ellie. So you got water. What? Oh wait. Oh, it's under mage. What am I thinking? Oh, no, I was like, it's not a neutral. Uh, reduce the cost. Bonfire elemental. If that's a 3 mana bonfire elemental is pretty crazy. And you probably need less card draw if you have that. Whoops, not. Actually, we'll keep a counter spell in there. Is Mana Worm even worth it? Damn, Primordial Glyph. um, 0 mana Pyros. That's probably good on tempo because that keeps coming back. But we'll see. That could get cut. Boom, boom. We're gonna have a lot of minions, so that could be good. Actually, do I even have that many? Yeah, the Sorcerer's Apprentice is worth it. Oh, I probably should have put one of those in the Odd Mage. It's just good stall, but boom, you put 2 of these. I know, then this is the whole secret mage package. That's like super aggressive non-trade. So maybe, hold on, we'll hold off on that. I'm going more just like a tempo oriented. I know Explicit Runes is good though. Actually, maybe it's better than Counterspell for tempo. So yeah, I mean, it's so good against killing minions. But then, yeah, so if you just put 2 secrets, I don't think, maybe, is Kirin Tor worth it? If you hit it, it's really good, but then it's such a low chance to hit. Maybe I just go like 3 secrets. 2 Kirin Tors and 3 secrets. Counterspell. One fireball or 2 fireballs. Let's just put 2 for now. Is there any other aggressive elementals? Like, the water monster is just such good stats for 4. So maybe Pyros is just a little too slow. Let's cut Pyros. Put a Frost Nova. So a lot of spells. So if you draw Alana, play Alana, I mean, you can fill up the board and. But if you're doing that, you might as well wait 1 more and just do 10 to the face. That's not worth it unless you're going for the Ragnaros one. Wait. So is this card worth it in this kind of build I have? Add a copy of your opening hand. That's like card draw. But then if you get this early on, it's bad. If you play an Elemental Astro, it deals 3 damage to all other minions. This is good in the control-y one, but in this type that I have here, is that really worth it? My hero power is not going to do 8 damage. Deal 4 damage if you cost 1 if you played an elemental last turn. How many elementals do I have though? I probably need more elementals, right? This card's really good tempo actually though. So if I do this and put in more elementals, how many do I? Because right now all I have is, oh, I cut the Pyros, didn't I? Whenever a hero power kills a minion, draw a card. All right, well, I'll just do. What's going on? What? How is elemental not in here? Firefly just to activate it, and it fights kind of early, right? Would that be 2 fireflies? And I don't really need most of these spells to be discounted, so I could just cut the Sorcerer's Apprentices. I mean, maybe I go back down to just the 2 explosive runes and no counterspell, no. Like, this is just to protect my minions, but do I really need to if I have so much tempo? No. So Bonfire Elemental, and this will go off a lot more. Where is it? Oh, I lost it. But I think one of those guys will be good, and then, ooh, that's right, I could have the Tar Creeper. That's not very offensive though, and I'm kind of this is a little more offensive oriented. Tolvier is kind of good. I could do 2 Glacial Shards, but I don't really have that would be more to protect minions that are going to pound face, and these ones are just going to do steady damage. It's almost like Nightmare Amalgam is pretty good. So 3. Do I have enough elementals though now? Because that's basically 4, 5 to set up. I want to be able to set some up more for that. 4. Oh, I'm going to be cheating some out. So the thing about, oh yeah, if actually I cheat this out on turn, uh, 2 less. Oh wait, what am I thinking? I can't get that on coin. Wait, 1. Coin. No. No, I can't get that turn. I could do turn 1 Nightmare Amalgam though. Or Fire Plume. Oh no. So if any of these 3 ones with the coin, I mean without the coin, I can do turn 1. Oh yeah, no, yeah. With coin, I can get turn 1 Water Ellie, and without the coin though, it'd be nice to have at least 1 3-mana elemental that's kind of beefy. Maybe even 2 of them. because this is I kind of like all this stuff. I'm iffy on this like little mini secret package. But it's like I should probably be going one way. I should either add more elementals and so if I hit this card in my opening hand, then I'm golden, and then because I only have one. Oh, now I have two fireballs, or I could cut some of this elemental synergy. You know, then it's not even the elemental deck. So why don't I just cut the Kirin Tours and cut the counter spell. We'll add two Nightmare Amalgams. Do I do two Glacial Shards now? No, they're kind of weak. I don't want more than one. Could go over. I could get turn 5 Blaze Caller. Be pretty sick. Because that could do face damage too. But then it's kind of weak if I. In this type of deck, it's bad if I draw it if I don't reduce it, and I'm looking to reduce cards before then anyway. This could be good. Tempo it out with like 2 mana. 2 mana, 3/3 deal 2 damage. That's a good tempo card. But what else? What other options do I have? I can. How many I have a lot of minions, don't I? 1, 2. How many spells do I have? Is an easier thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14. 15. Oh, so the minion, the one card's not good then. Arcanologist. No, I don't really want to draw. The secrets are okay, but I'm not really fishing for them. I'd rather draw my other stuff, actually. Maybe I just put a second, because it looks like I'm kind of low on card draw, so I'll do... Oh wait, there's the Pyros that I cut out. And then a second Arcane Intellect. Or I could do Cinderstorm, actually. I already have a lot of spells, though. I'm kind of iffy on the Glacial Shard. I do. I'm gonna cut. Wait, but then I have less. Oh, I put the Pyros back in now. I'm looking to like cheat this stuff out early. Like a Cinderstorm instead of either the Glacial Shard or the Pyros might be right. I kind of like the Pyros though, because if I could turn 1, play this, and either a Glacial Shard or Fire, then the Glacial Shard's a waste. Oh, I could play this and the Pyros. I feel like I don't need the Glacial Shard. Yeah, I'm gonna cut that and do this one Cinderstorm. I think this is a really good deck, actually. This is gonna catch people off guard, especially if they expect like the slower version. All right, yeah, that's a better deck than I thought. So yeah, I'm gonna get in and do my card review, and then I don't know if tonight later tonight if I'll still do more theory card. By then my voice is my voice is starting to feel a little like I can. I mean, it's fine now, but I was like serving earlier, and then I did this for longer than I thought I would. So after the card review, it's probably going to be wasted. So just off of that, like I want to get on and do more theory crafting. If my voice somehow is feeling good, which I doubt it will, I'll do some more. But yeah, I'm gonna do my card review, and then tomorrow, like for first half of the day or for a couple hours, I'll do some more decks, and then yeah, and from now until the release, I'll do some more decks. And Friday, I'm gonna be doing the pre going to one of the pre-release party things, the one in Santa Ana. It's actually the one that's closest to the Blizzard. So there's more of them, so like it probably won't be as a big of an event as the last one, which I didn't get to go to, but it should still be fun. I really am looking forward to, like, I believe there's going to be a fireside game type where uh, with the 50 card pack you open, like you can, there's no limit on how many cards you include. So like you could have like say like five of these in a deck, which would be interesting. It's like fun. It'd be really unfair, obviously. Like someone's gonna get way better cards, but yeah, it should be fun. And then yeah, I'm gonna take a quick break and eat some food, and then get back on. And yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, come back in and or click on the next video, and if you want to see me break down all the cards in the full set and give my like thoughts on which decks are going to be good and not, um, and my predictions for like stuff like that, and predictions for nerfs. Yeah, thank you.